How's it going? Hi, how's it going? Cool. So what you guys need?
Well, Sarge's on the phone with LT. They walked the street, did a big loop down PG home, all the way back, stopped here. LT wants everybody identified that the ticket for failure disperse. Okay. But Sarge is on the phone with them again, so that may change. But that's why he wanted a couple more down there.
Okay.
He's like, I have to get the bus.
We bought more big screen TVs. Instead of being outraged that family farms were being grabbed up by corporations and that those agricultural corporations were creating an entire slave class of illegal migrant workers, we took out home equity loans to go on Disney vacations. We started to struggle, bending under the weight of all that credit card debt, adjustable rate mortgages and car leases. We all know how that turned out. They paid us to ignore the issues and we complied. The war in the Middle East was particularly effective towards their goals. They often paid service members tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to compel participation in those illegal actions. Actions that left many of those service members physically and mentally broken and having to beg for the bare minimum of care, now that they are no longer useful to the system that ate them up and spit them out. Financial desperation drove many people into the military, and I greatly fear with the current sword rat race, the only place that young people will be able to afford to raise a family is in the military. I worked in retail in 1990 at a clothing store in the Cherry Creek Mall. I had health insurance, paid sick days, and paid vacation. My children do not have these same opportunities. When my kids go to college, they will never be free of college debt. When they graduate, there is a very good chance that they will have to work in a job that does not offer health insurance, paid sick leave, or paid vacation. My children are not losing jobs to immigrants. They already lost those jobs decades ago when greedy companies chose to oppress the people of developing countries. Companies like Nestle, Unilever, and Bankiser that own so many products, it is literally impossible to boycott them. Not only that, but my children now live under the threat of nuclear war. Did you think in 2017 we would be afraid for our children because of nuclear
Guy in the car over here has a knife left pocket.
The hush money that they bribed us with is gone. And you
The one with the Carhartt jacket just stuck something in his
they're
pocket.
already out
Yeah, he
here.
had a phone.
You all need to raise your voices.
Hands down right there. He's got
And
the
you
knife
need to
in his
stop
pocket.
standing up for people like Trump and all of those idiots and the city council here. You guys need to stand up. And you need to stand up for things that are right and not just profitable.
That's right.
Did I say something? So I just wanted to say I am a member of the legislature.
Good. They were.
I mean, how is that something that's terrorism? You know, if we're really concerned about the we've got to stop spending billions of dollars every year invading new countries in the false name of defending freedom, and we have got to start rebuilding our infrastructure here and spending money to help people here in this country. And also, I wanted to say, there is a correct place. Obviously, there's a lot of, we are, with the Green Party contribution after the Green Party election, we're going to be substantially proposals to make Colorado Springs a sanctuary city. But we believe that our, in this country, our imperialist politics led to the destabilization of the country. And we are here because we were there. Exactly. So that means we have a moral responsibility to take those help stabilize. We have to bring those refugees and welcome them into our community. So I hope you guys can join us in a couple when we present this to the council, and let's make Colorado Springs a welcome, a safe, welcoming place for everybody, regardless of the race. Because we owe it to them we owe it to them. Thank you.
If we love their country, we should give them a place to stay.
Absolutely, yeah. At the very least.
I mean, hell, if our city has the money to let 8 cop cars block traffic in the middle of a Sunday, they might have money to help out, people that actually need it.
Woo! Yeah.
We'll go for the guy in the trench coat. He's kind of the link reader. If you guys want to go for the Carhartt. Okay. And this guy with the gloves. I think he's right over there. He's probably the next one to go for.
Okay, so Carhartt.
Yeah, you guys go for the Carhartt. We'll go for the trench coat.
Okay.
I think most of the others won't have any fighting them.
Hold. So we're gonna try to pull 3 out at a time. So we got the guy with the Carhartt. Just be aware he's got a knife in his pocket.
Which one?
The one in the back. This one in the front here with the sign up saying end imperialism. Apparently he wasn't in the roadway, so he's out.
They grab him.
Carhartt's in the back right. Dustin.
Participating in assembly. That's what I'm doing right now. And so you're interrupting me. Look at this. Look at this.
Like I said, we don't have a problem with you standing here. We have a problem with you disobeying the law.
Why are you interrupting our assembly now? You are unwelcome here. Either hold your flag or get out.
If you guys had obeyed the law of order when it was given to you, we wouldn't be having this
We didn't
conversation.
put any law
Well,
order.
anyway, we're here. We're here. We're not on the street. I don't see anybody disobeying anything.
We got off the street. We're not in the street.
Yeah.
We're standing here in a public space.
Okay,
a
so
public
here's what's
sidewalk.
going to happen. Everybody's going to be cited for being out in the road and going through this one-day law. Each and every one of you that were out in the street is going to be cited. You can continue your protest. It'll take you 2 or 3 at a time. Make sure they can touch you. You can continue your protest.
Are you going to
But
interrupt our
everyone is
protest?
going to get a ticket. And if that seems like you're to you, then yes, we are interrupting your protest. Because you
You're
failed to follow the
interrupting
lawful
freedom
order.
of
It
speech.
is
You're
illegal.
interrupting our assembly.
The reason I'm opposed to imperialism is that it drains resources, like putting a lot of cops in the streets that don't need to be there. Like it drains billions and trillions of dollars away from the public. Imperialism is not something that is supportive of the American people. It endangers our national security. It endangers international security.
This is a public space.
I'm being handcuffed for getting a citation. Is that what's going on here?
Apparently while you're being handcuffed, Eric?
Anybody who wants to be cooperative and take their ticket without being handcuffed, they can do that.
How many trillions are spent on killing people around the world? When will the war end? When will the war end? Killing people is not good for national security. It's not
You're
good
up.
for maintaining
I wasn't in the street.
life on the
You're already
planet
identified
Earth.
by other officers, so.
By who?
No
By other
more
officers. So what I
war.
need you to do is I need you to step over here with this officer.
How do they?
Now, if
how do
you
they
if you
identify
vol
me?
now, if
And
you
I have a fucking mask on.
yeah, now first of all, you've already been pointed out by another officer. So you can either come over here and identify yourself, or you can go down to the POC and we'll identify you there.
Well, I have a fucking mask on. How in the fuck did they identify me?
We're not going to
I
argue with
wasn't
you,
in the
so you
fucking
can either
street.
identify yourself and cooperate with your ticket, or we'll take you down to the POC. It's your decision.
We have people who have no place to stay. We have people who
Which one would you like to do? Would you like to identify yourself, or you want to go down to the POC?
church groups.
Okay. Trans behind your back.
Imperialism, militarism, and let's say what's behind militarism and imperialism? Corruption. Corporations feed off the money that the government makes.
You have any weapons on you?
Through their support of imperialism, militarism, and the destruction of entire regions of the world. No more.
My partner asked you a question. Do you have any weapons on you? What do you have on you?
War. Take care of our medical needs. Take care of our fucking need for jobs.
Where's your weapon?
And decent living standards. We don't need all you cops. We don't need all you soldiers. We don't need the corruption that you represent. You don't protect us. You endanger us.
Going over to the left. Yeah, that's me. Alright. Before we step over to the car into the street, I need you to separate your feet for me. Separate them farther. Alright, you already said you have a weapon on you. Where is it at?
Hey, don't pat me down right here, dude.
Okay. You already said you have a weapon on you.
Yep.
Where is it at?
On my front waistband.
Okay. What is it?
It's a M&P Shield 9mm.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check you for weapons. We're going to remove the weapons for you before I place you into the car.
Gotcha.
You understand me?
Yep.
What do you got in your right front pocket?
I think it's either my phone or my sunglasses.
It's either your phone or your what?
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses? Alright. What do you got here in your pocket, in your right front pocket?
I think those are my keys.
These are your keys?
Yep.
Okay.
The safety is not on.
Is it a knife?
For the mag.
Oh, it's for the mag? Okay. Take the mag. There's the mag.
You have a wallet on you?
That's cell phone. Alright, so we're going to place you in the back of my car and we're going to take you down to the POC, alright?
Okay. Can you take the cuffs off first?
Nope.
Can you take my hat off, my hood off?
If you'd like me to.
Yeah. Can you take this mask down?
What's that?
Take this mask.
Okay. Alright, watch your head as you get in the car.
Can you roll down the window a little bit too?
Sunglasses.
Will you roll down the window a little bit too?
You want to go to the other side and
Hey.
I'll hand it over to you.
Hey.
What?
Can you roll down the window a little bit too? It's just a claustrophobia thing.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. Once I get in. Yeah.
I'm not
Do you have
gonna
anything else? Because there's elevators and stuff like that over there. So.
So my phone.
Yeah.
That was all that was left on me.
No, I mean,
Oh.
do you have anything other than claustrophobia that I need to be aware of before we take you over? Because there's elevators and other things that if I can avoid them
just
for
that.
you, I will.
Dude, I just don't like being back here, dude.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you any trouble.
Well, I'm not.
Give us your name so we can just write you the ticket and get out of here.
Yeah, we can do it here.
Well,
But
just curious, when I asked you before, if you wanted to give me your name or go down to the PSC, why didn't you just...
No, when I put down the flag, I said I wanted to cooperate.
I didn't hear you say that because when I asked you multiple times after that if you wanted to go to POC and or identify yourself here.
Well, I was trying to figure out how you fucking knew it was me.
You were pointed out by another officer. Apparently he'd been watching you because he thought that was a knife in your pocket. He'd been watching you the whole time.
But you don't know that I was in the street.
He pointed you out. He said he'd been watching you the whole time.
Okay.
So, all right. So you're willing to cooperate now? To identify you, just get the ticket and have a nice day?
Where's everybody else going? Are they staying here or going down to the POC?
I have no idea. It's an individual decision. If you cooperate now, I'll give you the ticket. You can go back to protesting as long as you stay out of the roadway and everything else.
Let's go to the POC.
Okay. Hey Dustin, ask him about concealed weapons permit. What? No CCW? Okay. I'll roll down the window. I'm not rolling it down the whole way though.
You alright with that?
What's that?
Let me put my feet out. I'm not going to run. If we're going to stay here and give you my
Put his
ticket.
feet. Well, if you don't have a CCW, you're carrying a weapon concealed illegally. And that's something we're going to have to talk about.
Okay. I'll cooperate, officer.
Huh?
It's empty and safe.
Okay. I'm going to put it in the bag because I don't want it bouncing around the front seat of my car.
Seriously though, guys, I really don't like being back. If you can just work with me.
Yeah, well, we got the window down a little bit.
Leave the door open.
Well, we're going to have to go down to the POC now.
Okay. But until we go, can you just leave the door open?
Yeah, we're going to leave here in a minute, so.
Seriously, I'm not going to give you any trouble. It's bad. Talk to folks. Sorry, it's a horrible affliction. I get it.
Hey, Dustin, can you sit here for a minute? I'll go talk to the sergeant. Hey, Sarge. My guy is carrying a M&P shield on the inside. Denies having a CCW. He's carrying it.
Is he one of the UCs?
Huh?
Is he one of the UCs?
Yeah, he's pointed out by one of the other guys.
No, is he one of the undercovers? There's two undercovers that were in the crowd. I don't know who they were.
I was told to pick him up as far as what part of the group.
So, what's the deal with the gun? But you don't have a concealed carry permit? You have one, but not on. Okay, so when you look it up in the system, we'll find it. Okay, alright. If we can look it up and find it, that's fine. We can decide, but we just can't get cited for it.
I don't recognize him.
I don't either.
So.
I don't either. And I don't think he's one of the UCs unless he's sheriff's office or something.
Yeah.
And if he was in the back of a patrol car with just cops, he could identify, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's where I was like, okay. So, you take him down to the POC with everybody else? Or do you guys want us to take him up to Falcon?
Yeah, I'd take him down to the POC.
Okay.
On the other charges, we're just doing failure to disperse and pedestrian in the roadway.
Okay. And then, because he denied having a concealed weapons when I talked to him. Well, when Dustin talked to him, not when I talked to him.
Okay.
So
we'll sort it out.
Okay.
I mean, you should have it with you anyway.
Yeah. So, all right. All right. Hey, Dustin.
date of birth, last four is the social. And the bus.
Okay. Alright. What is this?
Just phone number.
Oh, okay.
Just in case. You never know.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping the door open. Thanks for keeping the door open.
Hopefully, it won't be too long. We'll get you out of here.
Oh, that's definitely not you. So you said you do have a CCW for this?
Yes.
Where's it at?
At home.
Is that where your ID's at?
Yep. I wasn't planning on getting arrested.
Oh, that's alright. So just curious, when you guys were asked to leave the roadway, why didn't you?
I wasn't in the roadway.
Okay.
Are there any light units available to clear for a robbery alarm at 711 4710 Centennial Boulevard?
57 clear.
Thank you. 4757, a robbery alarm at the 711 4710 Centennial Boulevard. Coming in as hold up 3 wireless.
Copy.
Is there a unit available to clear back 57 on Centennial?
27, I'll be clear in a second.
Copy, thanks.
Consider that.
Copy, thanks.
Okay.
Sorry, not 27, 417.
I know, right?
Copy.
Maybe I wasn't in the fucking street.
That's a, hey, using the street, man. I figure that you should get a ticket just like everybody else.
Right?
You know, that's.
That's why I said I'm from the fucking street.
Are you sure?
Really? The other.
Do you remember me?
No.
Is the other female? Is she with you?
Hope not patting down. Do you want?
Well, I don't know if anybody's identified her or not. So I can wrestle with her for a minute.
What's comp saying on the air or anything?
Nothing on the air, so no talk to him. So
It's probably important that I was arrested. It's probably okay.
okay.
Property crimes were talking last year.
Fuck, now I know who you are. You didn't. I did not recognize you at first.
Awesome.
It's good job though. How you doing? Yeah.